With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. Let me end it. 59. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now this time Mahomes will throw, and caught by Henry. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Get out the field, defense.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes. We're trying to put them on the ground.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes, he's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Watch the slant.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down, and this is going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by an American hero, Pat Tillman. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, what's that? What's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. The Sanders has got it complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. It's a second down run with Sanders. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Third and 8.
Yellow. Check.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He completes it to Henry. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Coming to you. Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9.
Yellow. Check tight. 43. Check 37. Buzz. Mike, check.
They'll try and throw for it here. Going deep here for Watkins. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Slow down. Come to me, it's me.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a third and 8.
No gain on the play. Brings up third.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Booker team. 36 power. Run left.
throw on third down. Wilson. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 26 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Chiefs nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Banjo, 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 banjo. Mike.
57.
59.
Yellow.
You don't want none.
Check.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Shift. Check. Crunch.
57.
And again, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Yellow.
He's crashing. He's checking.
43.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This will be taken short.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score,
that's caught at the 25. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They give him a gain of 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Wilson throwing again. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll run now with Okoye, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian Okoye taking it in. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Mahomes firing complete. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Mahomes now on 1st down. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Slam. 15. Switch.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. Mahomes now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. This is caught. Gronkowski. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. They'll run with Sanders. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Mike 5-9. Charlie. Check the backer.
Yellow.
Echo. Check.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes complete. It's Henry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. they come out with one back and 3 tight ends. He can run for it, and he will. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10.
Chiefs 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line.
Gun. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. To throw is Wilson. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on second down. Wilson into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Hey, 0-0-0.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That one goes for 24 yards. To throw, it's Mahomes, and caught by Henry. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. You. Delta. 50's the mic.
Hey, Ripley. Easy.
Set a tone. 25. Check 25. Undercrunch.
Attention, yellow.
Set.
Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Ripley.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
15.
Check 31.
Now it's Mahomes again. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Mike's 50.
Hey, Sunday.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Julius Peppers able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Yellow.
Rush in.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike's 50.
Attack.
QB's trash. Let's go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Julius Peppers bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Mike 50.
Attack.
Shift. Watch the shift.
15.
Watch out. Check. No.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Flush to his right. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be incomplete.